don't be too afraid of risk. And that's not talking about buying a motorcycle and riding crazy without a helmet. This is talking about the investment side, right?
Right.
So when you are getting up there in age and maybe you have been doing a good job of putting money back as far as contributing, it can be real easy, and we see it time and time again in the appointment rooms here at Gen Wealth, to start to get a little risk averse as you get closer to the finish line. And that's human nature. You may be getting closer to the retirement red zone, but you still have to score.
And I think a lot of people don't think about the fact that even at retirement, you don't need all of those dollars right away.
Right.
So not all of them need to be positioned for income. So it's really easy to get tunnel vision and think, I can't afford to lose $1. But I mean, you think about like in 2020 with COVID and the market dipped, it was short term. But for those that were adding money, that gave you a great little shot in the arm for your savings if you used it right and added.
I think another thing that people don't think about, they think of their 401k as an example as one account, where when we approach retirement planning, if that has transitioned into an IRA, we're looking at this in buckets. And it's not like we're pedal to the metal with every dollar that's there with one singular account. We've segmented that based on when you're going to need it. And so some of it is more growth focused, but some of it is also very conservative. And Scott, I feel like people, when they understand that balance, that they can accept a degree of growth focus now, knowing that there's also a balance on the other side of that.
Yeah, I think about it in terms of time horizon, and I use this with clients oftentimes, is if you are 20 years old, most people are pretty growth mindset, because they know they're not going to need the money until their retirement age, right? So if you're 20-something years old, you've got 40 years before you're going to use that. Well, even in retirement, it is not an all-stop. If you retire at 65, you're taking risk off the table, because you can still take a look at part of your assets as being long-term investments, right? Because you're not going to need those in the bucketing strategy for like 15 years.
Right.
So it has time to work itself out of any short-term volatility. Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.